Heidi ho from WB5ZDD. Name is Tony, and we're going to be doing a little video here today to maybe help you understand more about what you need to do to get your your needs met to get on to work satellites, the amateur radio satellites, or at least satellites that will operate on the amateur bands. Now, I recently purchased an ICOM IC 9700, and it's a great little radio, but you can't spend that kind of money and not use it to its full potential. Well, I guess you can, but I don't want to do that. I've been interested in working satellites for years and years, and of course, you can do it with the dual band full duplex handheld, or you can do it like this. And I've always been interested in doing the fixed station. So I'm going to try to go through some steps that I'm going through, maybe to help you. I've been watching videos. I've been looking at websites to get information. I've reached out to a few folks, and they've very kindly replied to my emails and given me information, which is giving me a little more confidence about how this stuff works. I mean, I've been doing radio for a long time, but I've just never done satellites. So when I got the IC 9700, I hooked it up to my dual band antenna that's outside, and I fully expected to at least be able to hear satellites off that antenna. And I think basically you can do that, but for some reason it wasn't working for me. Now I have the installation is very old, and it could be coax, it could be antenna position. There's all kinds of things. So I reached out to a few hams to make sure that what I was doing was correct, and what I was expecting to happen was correct. And so all those fears have been pushed aside. And I decided to go ahead and go out and purchase my, I guess, technically second piece of gear for my satellite fixed station. Now, I ran across a video about a unit that I think would work well for me. And this is the video that I saw. It basically shows an ICOM 9700 and a Yaesu G5500 rotor, azimuth and elevation rotor. And then there's this thing in the middle that says iGate Mini on it. And that was the bit that I was curious about what that did, because it kind of looks like it's doing everything. I thought maybe the computer might have been doing something, but no, the computer is the laptop that you see here is really just displaying what's going on, a web interface on the iGate Mini. And this technically is called a S.A.T, Satellite Automatic Tracker, I believe is the product. But you can go to the iGate Mini website and see this thing, get the details on it. So let me just pull that up here real quick so you can I can show you that. I actually got this recommended to me on a satellite Facebook group, and this is the site. You just go to igatemini.com/SAT. If you just go to iGate Mini, you'll have to click a link at the top of the page, but don't have to do that here. But anyway, it's that little box that we were seeing there in the video, and self-contained antenna tracker, SAT. If you just try to do a search for S.A.T, of course, you find out all about taking the S.A.T that you probably have gone through with your kids, or you remember going through yourself. Anyway, they show you some information here. Now, remember I said it has a web interface. So this is the information that you would see on your computer. You would connect to the web interface of this box, and you get all this information. You pick the satellite, and this box connects to your rotor. I don't think it has to be a Yaesu G5500. That's what I'm planning on getting. But it will connect to it in just the standard Yaesu G5500 rotor. You don't have to buy a serial port or anything additional for it. You just get that rotor, connect this box to it, and then you can do the CIV CAT control straight from this box to the IC 9700. So really, it's a self-contained deal, and the only reason why you need a computer is if you want to access the web interface, which I believe you can do everything from the unit without the web interface. But I'll know more about that whenever when I get it. So I ordered it, and it was like 3-day shipping. And I was really happy about that because, you know, you got to have that instant gratification. So it didn't show up on the Friday that it was supposed to, which is today's Wednesday. So it didn't show up last Friday. And I've been going to the website, the USPS website, and I'll just say, you know, God bless them. I know Congress screws them over on a lot of things, and it is a government agency, but I just hate USPS. You can, at least in my area, you cannot depend on them 100% of the time. It probably is 99 point something percent, but it's so frustrating whenever you're waiting for something and it doesn't show up, and then a neighbor has to bring it to you. And it's not the next door neighbor, it's the neighbor that's across the neighborhood that brings your package. And it may be days because, you know, they're not a delivery service. They just got it, and it has my name and address on it. So they got to go jump in their vehicle and bring it to me. So anyway, the USPS just stopped updating the tracking on the 13th, which is today's the 16th. So that was 3 days ago. So that's frustrating. Anyway, I'm whining here, but so what I'm hoping to do here is just bring you guys up to date in my research and actually setting things up. So the plan is to get a Yaesu G5500, but this was my first, or technically my second purchase, the IC9700 being the first purchase for the satellite station. Anyway, I'll be bringing more information to you about that, and hopefully my trail will be smooth, and I will get this thing going, and you can ride along with me, so to speak, and hopefully it'll cut some corners for you, not having to make the same mistakes I did. Anyway, 7-3, and I'll be talking to you soon in the next video.